Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're not doing a mission, we're doing something different. We are going to have a flyabout, hopefully just a flyabout, hopefully I'm not going to get a shot, with our brand new and improved GRC, Grim Reaper's competitive team, led by Bear. Say hello, Bear.
Hello, Bear.
Let's talk about who's with us today. We've got Bear for the competitive team, we've got Signori for the competitive team, and Penguin for the competitive team, and as well another couple of friends. We've got Kelso and Skill. Say hello, guys.
Hey, hello.
This is the first flight we've done when everyone is using Winwing HOTASes. So we're going to tie this in, talking about the Winwing HOTASes that we're using and about the competitive team. So guys, we're going to try and do this in a smooth fashion. Start taxiing, and I'm going to try not to mess this up. I've even written myself some little notes. So, Mr. Bear, we will get on to talking about the competitive team. First, we're going to talk about the new HOTASes that you guys got. So, like me, before you got some Winwings, you had, well, what I call legacy systems, older systems. I had an X56, you guys had whatever systems you had. And it just so happens that Winwing sent you guys, the competition team, out some Orion HOTASes to sponsor the team.
I mean, we're very, very privileged to have been sponsored by Winwing. They sent us the Orion joystick and throttle, and the Winwing Orion replaces my Warthog.
It replaces the Warthog for me as well.
And for me, it replaces my T16000M.
About the stick on the Orion, which by the way is the same stick essentially that we get on the Super Taurus and Libra, the Big Daddy set. Can we talk about the smoothness of the feel, applications of the buttons, and the 5-way buttons, and the different action to what you would find in other older / legacy systems, which is an all metal roller bearing cam on the stick versus plastic compression fittings for the older systems.
The joystick and the gimbal that comes with Winwing appears to have no detank whatsoever, which is a vast improvement, which has made the flying smoother and more accurate.
Noticing on the gimbal, when I first felt it, comparing it to legacy systems, it almost feels like you can feel the tension or the resistance increasing as you reach the limits of the throw. And I absolutely love that. I think that's so immersive, I guess is how I would describe it. And I wasn't expecting anything like that, but it's just, one thing is it's helped me to fly better, I guess, but it's also the immersion is there. It makes me feel like I'm actually flying.
Roger, guys, that's interesting you mentioned that. I said that when I did my review, my comparison review, and one thing I said is that I like how it stresses more, it gets stiffer the further I push it away from the center. I've had some pushback on that. I've had some guys argue with me that is not what a real jet fighter is like, and to be honest, I'm not going to argue. I haven't got a clue. I've never sat in a real jet fighter. But I like it. I like it so that you have to push harder, you know, the more extreme you go. I don't like it like some of the older systems where it's the same all the way around. But I guess each to their own. I prefer it like this anyway.
I agree. It's whether it's real or not, it feels good. So it feels good.
One of the first things that I tried after I received it was air-to-air refueling. Now, air-to-air refueling in the F-18 has never been a problem for me. I've even managed to do it upside down. With no disconnects, but in the F-16 I have struggled and never ever managed to do a full refuel in the air without a single disconnect. The first time I tried it, I did it without a single disconnect, thought maybe that was a fluke, so I tried it again, did it again, thought maybe I'm on unrealistic game settings, but full simulation mode and wind, so as well as the fact that my tanker was in an orbit. So there's got to be something to it that definitely improves the flying.
Let's put the brakes on full 90 really quick.
I'm ready to go. We're going to try to do the next section while we're moving down the runways. If this goes well, I'll eat my hat.
3,
oh my god.
Set, 2, 1, go. Sorry.
As you know, absolutely. As you can see, this is not prepared. We are just going to do it as... Guys, I'm going to try and talk about Winwing Orion, the throttle base. The main thing, I suppose, that we pointed out when we did our review is that it's got so many controls on it, all sorts, sliders, switches, on and offs, rotaries and stuff like that. Any comment on that while I try and get my F-16 in working order?
The additional switches, the fact that some of them are 5-way is a welcome, trying to think of the word, I apologize.
It's all right, trying to do this in formation is extremely difficult.
50 knots, guys.
Especially flying in VR, any additional switches are a welcoming surprise.
Roger. Now, again, when we did our comparison, I counted all of the different switches, all of the different elements on the base of the Orion compared to, well, its main rival, should we say, but, you know, other legacy system. And I can't remember, because I'm so badly prepared, I can't actually remember the numbers, but I know it was like nearly twice as much, or kind of 1.75 times, or something like that, the amount. So that's good. I don't suppose for 1 minute you've actually found a use for all those controls on the base, or has someone managed to find a use for them?
I've pretty much found everything on the F-16, and I use modifiers, so double binds for some of them.
Well
That's
done.
impressive.
That is impressive. Okay, guys, while trying to do this in formation, anything else on Orion base before we move on?
That's the point I wanted to talk about. The feel of all the switches is spot on.
It's good, isn't
When
it?
comparing to other ones, I've got to say, I feel like they made sure that they felt good. Whereas sometimes with other products, I've noticed a little inconsistency in some of the toggle switches, their feeling. But these, they all feel good, every one of them. So
Roger, yeah.
push buttons.
I remember saying pretty much the same thing when I did my review. Roger, someone's been watching my review. I'm just kidding. No one does that.
They're good. And the sliders too. They have a real positive center detent. I like that. Very good.
Okay, guys. If I got my structure right, the last thing I'm going to talk about here is on the Orion again, as it stands. The left thing. What's the left thing called? Throttle. The throttle handle, guys. You've got some good controls on there, especially what I would call the TDC. Sorry, I can't really think of a word for it, but the TDC axis.
The radar slew.
Yeah, radar slew. There we go. You get that on pretty much all of the throttles. I had the same thing on my X56, but it was obviously much worse quality. So can we talk about the throttle handle quickly, the buttons we've got on it, and especially that radar slew, which is my favourite bit.
Let's come left really quick, guys. Let's start turning left. All right. So the slew, when comparing it to other things, it's definitely to legacy systems. It's definitely superior. It's like a full-on joystick. There's a push button as well, which is nice. There's a larger throw in the switch, so it allows for greater precision. That's just what I've noticed so far.
Roger. Roger, guys.
Add something to that also.
Go ahead, Kay. Speak up as well, please.
Yeah, when I was using the Warthog, that little slew thing was absolutely worthless, just worthless. I took mine off. There's a guy that does aftermarket ones. It cost over $100 to get it. So the one on the Warthog, it was terrible. This is more like the aftermarket one, and it's very, very smooth.
Roger. Yep, absolutely. I've heard that from just about everyone as well. Okay, guys. Now we're going to talk about the future of the Orion, which is a really cool feature. This will also apply to the Libra and the Taurus. If you've been watching our adverts, our Winwing advert at the beginning of the Grim Reapers videos, you'll see a whole range of really interesting Winwing products. Now one of them is including a swap, if you like, for the throttle handle and the stick from the F-16. Now that's going to be coming out or being available August, September this year, 2021. I'm quite excited about it because I love that stick and throttle. But anything you guys want to mention about that?
Cannot wait for it. It's so exciting. The fact that it's a 1-to-1 with the F-16 and the fact that the competitive team flies primarily the F-16 is just the perfect... Oh,
Are you all right? We're good.
yeah, I'm okay.
We're good.
Who touched
We're good.
Sorry.
We're good.
Sorry, guys.
Guys,
Who touched who?
It's me. I was thinking about. Just go on. It just proves it's real. Carry on, guys.
Yeah, definitely. I'm incredibly excited for it, to be honest. I'm the sort of guy, I love the 16. I love the throttle of the 16, especially. I was, looking to find what are those old Thrustmaster ones that they used to make. It costs like $500 now, but now that they're actually making it, yeah, because that's the only thing available. But now that Winwing is making one, and I saw the way that the throttle has the proper detents for cutoff and for afterburner, I got so excited for that.
Penguin, close up. Come side by side.
Yeah, definitely. We're about to make another left turn, but it's pretty exciting. I'm really excited for it because we fly the F-16 primarily, so it's going to be our bread and butter when it comes out for sure. And the throttle, that's going to be awesome.
Kelso,
it looks so good.
do we have a pricing at all? Does anyone know the price? How much it's going to cost?
the Orion, I believe, currently is like 526, something like that.
The F-16 attachments, if you can buy them separately.
Oh, no, I have no idea what the price is going to be.
Roger, guys. So that's going to include the bits talking about the Orion and the attachments. We're going to move on to the competition. Now, if this seems weird, the whole thing is weird and awkward, then full disclosure, valued viewers, I did not allow these guys to prepare at all for any of this, and I'm trying to read questions on my little notepad on my knee pad and fly in formation, which is really hard, and hence it's going a bit crashy, but that's fine. Guys, let's talk about the upcoming season. Just give me your spiel about what you're excited for this year in the GR competition team, Bear.
Yeah, Cap, TACT is pretty much our season opener this year, so it's a warm-up. We've got one more match in that. It's coming up on the 17th of July. And that'll be followed closely by SATAL, which is our primary event for the year, the biggest one, the one that we're preparing for the most. And on top of that, there's going to be a ladder system, which is logged. That's going to have several different categories within it of 1v1, 2v2, 4v4, and 6v6, as well as different genres of Cold War, modern, Warbirds, and Korean. We'll be entering we'll be taking part in the ladders as well. We're expecting another competition by the German Tactical Air Group, as well as some unnamed competitions coming up that I'm not at liberty to talk about yet.
Roger, so a lot of new stuff. That sounds really cool, and obviously it's going to be a ridiculously busy year this year, which is cool. I love watching. I don't want to fly with you guys because it's a lot of work. It's like a job in itself. But I love watching you guys because it's like watching your favourite, I don't know, if you like soccer or baseball, whatever you like watching your favourite guys and supporting them and cheering them on. And bearing in mind, when I make the videos of the boys, Bear pays special attention not to tell me who's going to win. So, until the win happens, even if I'm recording it, I don't know. So I really enjoy it, just like, watching sport. And we're going to try and do some, what do we call them? Watch parties. Nothing happened. We're going to try doing some watch parties this year as well, aren't we, guys? I'm not quite sure exactly how we're going to do it, but I mean, the whole idea is to get a little bit closer to kind of getting your mates around, having a few beers, and watching the actual matches with a whole bunch of us. So that sounds, I'm excited about that anyway.
Sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome.
I wish we could be in the party at the same time as Like,
Yeah, lol.
can't be in multiple places, sadly.
Yeah.
Well, there's apparently a new game that's developed based on us, and that is every time we say the word crank, they got to take a shot.
Lols.
I saw that. Well, you know what? You're going to be pretty hammered because there's a lot of turning and cranking and beaming, and so
Roger. Okay, guys. Anything from the comp team? Cover most things. Anything from the comp team about competitions coming up? About anything else they want to get off their chest? Whatever.
I'm good. The team's making fantastic progress, especially considering the fact that we've got 3 new guys, and we're trying to do our best. That's all.
Roger.
Yeah, we're settling in with some of the new guys we got, and it's starting to feel better, and we're I feel like our process of training these guys and doing all this stuff is setting in, and it's becoming more streamlined, efficient.
Roger. I should just make the disclosure as well. This isn't the full team. Some of the other guys aren't here, but these are the, I don't want to say core members. I don't want to get myself in trouble, but you know what I mean. The guys that have been here longest. I think I'm allowed to say that.
We actually have 4 members. We're the surviving members of SATAL 2020.
Obviously, right, yeah, gotcha. And it's like a bit like football, valued viewers, or soccer and other sports. At the end of every season, end of every year, people have, kind of not buy other players, but there's usually a swap round, a change round, and we've had a change round as well. So that's that. I haven't heard much from Kel, some skill. Anything from you guys on either Orion or the comp team?
I saw the first one a week or so ago, and I was really impressed. It was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you guys are not scaring me anymore with your flailing.
Don't jinx it.
I just jinxed it.
Roger. And Signori, you're under express instruction not to fly into any mountains this time around, or I'll have to come around your house.
Roger. I'll give it. I'll try my best. No promises though, but no.
All right, guys.
It's not Macaboose job.
Oh, is that
not
right?
Macaboose job.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. That was actually incredibly stressful, as it probably sounded by my voice. But we managed to do sort of an Orion / review update and talk about the new team, all live while flying in formation with the boys. I think we can only end with a break, and when you break, you can go wherever you want to do whatever you want just to relieve stress. It will be a 3, 2, 1, go. Get ready, guys. 3, 2, 1, go! Woo! No one hit anyone! No one hit anyone! Oh, right, out of formation.
We're
And
training professionals.
muscles relax, finally. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Cap.
Thank you.